Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to speak about Kyrgyz wisdom, Kyrgyz saying, really short. Atam ölse ölsün, atamdı görgön adam ölbösün. What does it mean? If we would translate to English, it would sound like this. It's not a tragedy if my father has died. The real tragedy would be if people knew him died. It's a piece of Kyrgyz wisdom passed generation to generation. The real wisdom of this saying is to help those who have lost their loved ones, not to fall to deep sadness. Instead, find comfort in the people who loved and respected them. And today, I want to also to tell one thing what we do, Kyrgyz people. It could be birthday, it could be the day of the death, it could be some just dream about this person. It doesn't just means it's about father, it's about general people who you really love, and most of the time you're related by blood. And what we do, we cook something and we do special prayings and we remember those people who passed away. I just moved to Chicago, and here I have family members. It's been 8 years. I'm far away from Kyrgyzstan, and finally now I have some close people whom I related by blood. Recently I invited my cousin, and the reason of this meeting is remember my dad who passed away many years ago. More than 5 years. For the decoration for the table, I use some beautiful flowers. Ta-da! I bought it 2nd of December. Today is 15th of December, and it still stays really good. Look at. One reason, it reminds my dad. Second, it's really, you can keep it for weeks and it stays beautiful. Astrameria, this flower calls Astrameria, and if I'm not wrong, and it reminds my dad, and I will tell the story why these flowers remind my dad. I was in the first year of university, 18 years old girl, and in that time I never ever had real relationship and with boyfriends that I would go out and they will give me some flowers. No, never. And my sister, she came to capital where I was, and that time she was dating with my brother-in-law. In that time it was her boyfriend. Me and my sister, we have 2 years difference. She came for 2 weeks of schooling because that time my brother-in-law, her boyfriend, was living in capital, and she came only for 2 weeks. And every day, almost every day, he would give flowers. One day is roses, one day is, I don't know, daisy, and different flowers. And maybe it was day 5, and he gave these flowers, and it was big, beautiful. I felt like little jealousy. It was jealousy, and we were in the big room together. Me, my sister and my dad. And my dad just came from the trip from our hometown. And I looked to my dad and I said to him, I said, look, I am already 18 years old and never I got the gift, bouquet of flowers. Never. No one gave me this. And I was complaining. And my pop, he was on the couch, he got up, he took flowers of my sister, these flowers, he took it, and he did like this. He did like this, and he said, this is flowers for you. And I was like, I don't want to take it, I was doing like this, and he says that, but look at, I'm giving to you, and I'm not taking it, and he said, look at, I'm a man. I'm a man and I'm giving to you, look at. And I took it. When I took it, look it to my sister, older sister, scream, hey, Jaina. And she looked to him. Now, those flowers, it's not yours, it's hers. And she looked at me and she was like, are you kidding me? For her it was so awkward. Anyway, every time when I see these flowers, it reminds my dad. And even though he passed away, even though I love him so much, in our culture we finding comfort in people who already knew him, and most of the time the people who close. And one thing what I find is that the main comfort I'm finding from my siblings, because after he passed away we discuss the past and the situation, the same situation we had, and we discuss our emotional state at that moment. Because the same situation when we were 7 years old, my sister, she has a different point of experience, even though we were in the same room. For example, this situation with flowers, if you would listen from my sister's side, it will be different. It really helps us to stay positive and not to get sad. I hope this episode will help people who doesn't know this good wisdom not to be sad if you lost someone, and instead to find solution and comfort from people who knew them. It could be your aunts, for example, in my case, my sisters, my mom, sisters of my father, close friends. I try to reach them, to speak with them and speak about him, and it really helps me. Personally, it helps, and I hope it will help you guys also. Bye!